Hey, what's up? So I'm here to explain what's a VPN, but before I do that, please do make sure you subscribe to this channel and let's get on. So a VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. They're very common nowadays. Everybody knows them, but don't know how a VPN works. And to understand that, today I'm going to explain to you guys how VPN works and how the internet works without VPN. So without a VPN, the internet works very simple. The internet service provider, that is your ISP, assigns you an IP address. The IP address contains every single information about you on the internet. It contains your location, it contains what content you're viewing, it contains even the websites you're logging into, the passwords you put into those websites. Almost every information is on your IP address. So your internet service provider that uses your IP address to monitor you in the internet in everything that you're doing. So when you buy your data pack and then you connect to the internet, your internet service provider assigns you your IP address, and the IP address sends information back to the internet service provider about what you're doing in the internet. But now with such a connection, there's a problem, because you see the amount of security that you have is very limited and you're very vulnerable to hacking in the internet. So without a VPN, it's kind of like you're exposed to every other thing that comes your way in the internet. I mean, picture this: you are in a public Wi-Fi, you are browsing the internet, maybe you start using your banking app or any other website that uses personal information such as those in the banks, and then you log in, you use your password, you use the public Wi-Fi to connect to the bank's account, and then you type in your passwords, you type in every single information. Then we say hackers come in and they're able to track and trace every single information that you put that public Wi-Fi. So this is a very huge security breach that you're going to experience, because once they get that personal information, they're able to identify everything about you and they can be able to hack you in many different ways. So they're not very safe. Also, due to the fact that your internet service provider can be able to control everything you're doing in the internet using your IP address, they are able to also block you from websites in the internet. For example, you can be in China and you want to access YouTube. You can be in the UK trying to access the US Netflix. You won't be able to do that because of your internet service provider. But if you have a VPN, all that is possible. You're able to access the internet safely. You're able to access every other website that is blocked in the internet, which is very simple, in just a matter of tapping an app and connecting to it. And how a VPN does that is very simple. You see, now that the train is moving from station A to station B on a railway track, it's vulnerable to every other thing that is coming on its way. But when you're using a VPN, you start using a different route. You stop using the route from station A to station B, and you start moving from station A to station C, then to station B. And it's kind of confusing, but at the same time it's simple the way it works. So when you connect to the internet using your VPN, the VPN tunnels you to the internet service provider. So now the internet service provider stops seeing you directly and starts seeing the VPN servers. So now that the VPN is connected and you're connected to the internet, when you send information to the internet, it goes through the VPN, then the VPN sends the information to the internet service provider. Then the internet service provider sends feedback back to the VPN, and the VPN forwards that feedback to you. So apart from privacy, apart from keeping you safe from hackers, apart from all these other things that we've been talking about, what are the other uses of VPNs? So the uses are many. First of all, maybe you want to download BitTorrent files. Maybe your internet service provider blocks you from downloading a very legal BitTorrent file, or maybe they downstream or downgrade the torrent speed in terms of downloading. So when you use a VPN, when you want to download BitTorrent files, it's going to be faster, it's going to be easier, and at the same time you won't be blocked from those websites and all that. Another use apart from that is bypassing firewalls. I'll give you an example. In China, they're not able to access the YouTube and other internet websites, so the people in China use VPNs to bypass the Great China Firewall. We all know about that, and nowadays it's becoming a bit of a realization to the internet in China, so they're starting to interfere with the VPNs, but they're still using the VPNs to access and use the internet freely. Apart from that, VPNs are also used for gaming. I know you're wondering how. Well, here's how it works. You see, when you're gaming, especially online gaming, there's what we call ping, or the general lagging of a phone. So when you use a VPN, VPN, and when you're playing online games, it reduces the general lagging in the game, and your game becomes faster. Your responses is faster. In fact, I'll bet you try playing an online game with someone who is using a VPN, and while you're not using a VPN, you'll find that at some point your game will start lagging, will start slowing down, and then the other party or the other person who's playing the game with you, it will be faster, more responsive, and it's much better. So types of VPN, there are generally two kinds of VPNs, ranging from free to premium, and it all depends with your taste. If you want more from your VPN, then you probably have to go for premium, and if you want just general connecting, tapping to the internet using free secure internet, then you use the free VPNs found on the Play Store. So in summary, if you are someone who is very much concerned with internet privacy and security, if you're a good online gamer, if you want to watch US Netflix in Kenya, then a VPN is one of the most important things you must have in your phone, in your tablet, in your PC, in whatever thing that you use to connect to the internet. So download a VPN, try one, stay safe on the internet, and that's pretty much everything. So that's it. Thanks for watching. My name is Caleb. This is Caleb Tech, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video.